This is a story about loyalty, about waiting, and about a love that never asked for anything in return. Welcome to Healing Paws Stories. Tonight, I want to tell you about a dog who waited in the rain. It began outside a small hospital on the edge of town. For most people, it was just another building. But for him, it was the only place in the world that still mattered. He was thin, wet, tired. His fur was matted from the cold rain that never seemed to stop. But every day he stood in the same spot, right in front of the glass doors. Watching people walk in, watching people walk out, searching every face, as if he were waiting for someone. And he was. Because one night, not long before, his owner had been brought there in an ambulance. Blue lights flashing, sirens echoing through the dark. The dog had chased the vehicle all the way to the hospital, running until his paws burned, until his lungs gasped for air. But the doors had closed, and his person, his whole world, never came back out. No one told him why. No one explained what goodbye meant. So he did the only thing his heart understood. He waited. One day, then another, then another. Rain fell. The wind howled through the empty streets. But he never moved far from the door. Some people tried to shoo him away. Others simply walked past, too busy to notice a lonely soul in the rain. Until one evening, a volunteer from an animal rescue group arrived at the hospital. Her name was Anna. She noticed him immediately. The thin frame, the tired eyes, the silent, stubborn hope. Instead of forcing him to leave, she simply sat beside him. She didn't reach out, didn't rush, didn't try to win his trust in a day. She just stayed. And for the first time in many nights, he wasn't waiting alone. Anna came back the next day, and the day after that. She brought food, water, and a small blanket to keep him warm. At first, he kept his distance. Trust, once broken, is slow to return. But slowly, gently, his walls began to fall. One evening, as the rain tapped softly on the pavement, he walked over to her, paused, then rested his head on her knee. It was a small gesture, but for him, it meant everything. It meant, I still want to believe in people. Anna named him a chance, because that's what she wanted to give him. A second chance at love. She took him home, gave him his first warm bath in who knows how long, wrapped him in a blanket that smelled like safety. The first night, he couldn't sleep indoors. He kept walking back to the door, looking outside, toward the hospital in the distance. Because healing takes time. But with each day that passed, he learned new things. That hands could be gentle, that voices could be soft, that love didn't always leave. And slowly, he began to follow Anna everywhere. To the kitchen, to the garden, to the couch, where he curled up beside her, like a shadow made of fur and trust. He would rest his head on her lap, as if to say, I'm here now, and you're my person. Sometimes, Anna would still see the pain in his eyes. Grief leaves footprints on the soul. But then, he would wag his tail, and the room would feel a little warmer. They went on long walks together, sat in quiet parks, watched sunsets fade into soft evening skies. And in that stillness, something beautiful happened. They healed each other. Because Anna had also lost someone she loved dearly. But she never talked about it. Chance didn't need her to. Dogs don't heal with words. They heal with presence, with patience, with a quiet loyalty that asks for nothing in return. One night, as Anna sat on the couch, she whispered softly, "Thank you for staying." Chance lifted his head, looked into her eyes, and in that silent moment, they both understood. They were no longer alone. Time passed. The hospital doors no longer haunted his dreams. He no longer waited in the rain. Instead, he waited at the door for Anna to come home. Tail wagging, eyes bright. A new kind of loyalty, born not from loss, but from love. And maybe that is the miracle of rescue. We think we're saving them, but they are saving us too. This was their story. A story of rain, of waiting, of grief gently turning into love again. Thank you for listening to Healing Paws Stories. If this story brought you peace or warmth, you are always welcome here. Good night.